I don't know how long I'm gonna play for. Cause I'm gonna still got the headache. We'll see. We'll probably test out how this Bahamut thing works as well. Abilities. Oh, hi. um... Okay, thank you. Bahamut's actually kind of disappointing. It's just laser beams. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a stillness might be good to set Al's mind at ease. Oh, that talk. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies are not only pall over the land, but over the hearts of her people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of the storm's final mother crystal. For now the realm endures, but with each new flood, a few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, the watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. I trust you and your party gained the Dominion without further event. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. I'll have you know, I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one, not even my mother. And you won't soon catch me doing the like again, so if it please your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. The Cid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone. There ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy, that lives on in you. And everyone else here at the Hideaway, sure as the sky is blue. At least I think it's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right there, where you can count on me. Ooh, new hunts. New gear, maybe?
Did you see the pair that got
Still alive, are you?
Still
That's
alive?
weighing you down. Finished, are you?
So, what'll it be?
Ooh, Brightburn, eh? I'll take that.
Could last you a good while.
My stuff's still better.
Anything else?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
10 of the clubs. Vermeer, Dalmechia, Quiet Sands, Rosario. And another S-rank somewhere. Okay. Merchants who ply their trade across the fields of Corva tell of an outlaw 5 and 20 hands high, and mighty of you who preys upon unescorted travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages along that litter the region, but none has been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either or both of these qualities, the Dalmechians beg your aid. Fields of Corva, near some village. Okay. The Maguth The Maguth brothers. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde. its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of the Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume they come to take vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying the land, for destroying which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel to the area, lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Okay, Rosaria, Quiet Sands, near the water, Vermeer, Dalmacia, near some fields of Korava, near village. The Sembriquois legend tells of a dread dragon who set half near the realm alight with his torrid breath before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Gregor herself. Some sources claim, though it has long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth, recent reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire real enough. Woodland passes of the Empire. Okay. In Sembrick. Alright, let's do the hunts then. Oh, I can't do them. Never mind. Well, there goes that idea. Wait, can I just cheat and teleport there?
Clive! Here you go.
Ah, unable to travel at this time.
Always something in there.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Wooooo, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wooooo deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Or the moon, for that matter.
There's a storm coming soon.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means... there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Clean up time. What was the S rank? Was in a pass, right? Or was it in the woodlands? I'm guessing it's in the Dragon's area somewhere, like here or something. Maybe down here. Let's try this place first. Sambrek, near a forested area. Yeah. This is a foresty place.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, that looks like a boss area at the end of this.
You deserve a rest.
Easy.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Wait, what happened to my Bahamut? Oh, I am on Bahamut. Ah, that's pretty good. Kind of annoying not having... Actually, what am I talking about? I have Phoenix still. That was dumb. I should have just blinked to him.
Run like the wind.
Nah, it's okay. It's not that difficult. I was testing out my skills as well. Bahamut things. The Mega Flare is okay, but I feel like the beam's better. Like Mega Flare would be nice if we're just like casually clearing areas. Maybe if I had the Garuda Tornado and then I put like Mega Flare into it, then it'll be pretty good, but it's not good in boss fights, it takes too much time. Maybe I can open with the fight though.
Thanks, Gal.
I have to be in battle. How did he one-shot me? Might shift this around. Nah.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now.
Why isn't it doing any damage? What?
Let's try. Flying out. Nice try.
I need stuff. Elixir. Oh, got him. That was a big boy. Yeah, it was rough. I think the strategy for that guy was not to try to block, just to dodge and get close, because he just kept running away and doing huge attacks. Blocking was not the way to go.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
This big boy. Rip 10k, yeah, exactly. That's because I burned a whole bunch of potions at the beginning for nothing. I was like, misclicked them. Where were the other ones? I can't remember. There's one in Dalmacia, right? There's something Carver, something. Fields of Carver, and I'm guessing he's near one of these like villages, probably like this. I've not been here before. Or here. Where's the closest place? Wow. Alright, Carver, and we're gonna go to Vermeer.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Back to the stables, girl.
Forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. All done?
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be?
And? Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye.
Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia.
It's over.
No more vengeance. No more war. I needed that.
What's happened? The guards at the gate. Pardon me, but would you happen to be... That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Who needs a porter when there's
Do you have any fresh water? Tell me, traveler, do the other villages of the realm suffer as ours does, with black clouds above and starving stragglers below? Not so very long ago, moneyed merchants would scatter their coin like seed as they passed through this place. Ah, would that it had taken root.
Now I just need to see about getting the word out to everyone. I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh. So you know of it, then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste.
A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they've finished for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
A porter when there's nowhere left to go.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Bugger me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sanbrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Please. A piece of fruit.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering, then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbrek, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Boklad isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it. Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please. You've raised the price.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
I haven't sold anything in days.
These pears aren't...
Please, a piece of fruit.
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on.
Oh.
Be they world-weary innkeepers
Whoops.
or
I
brooding
was talking
swordsmen.
to myself the entire
Right.
time.
I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
The
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous and many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
Wait, that's it?
Do you have any fresh water?
What was I saying? I'm pretty sure, like, the ancients or whatever, well, my guess is anyway, the ancients, these fallen guys, they use the mother crystals to seal away Ultima, but it was only ever a temporary thing, because now it's eating the planet in order to stop them from coming out, which is why as the thing spreads, those Ultima monsters are coming out more. So you're just like, well, we're doomed slowly or we're doomed quickly, so you just smash all the crystals and then you fight Ultima.
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
change my skills. Oh no, I did. Okay, fine.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckyan history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you. This won't be easy. Nice try.
Yeah, that's a really crappy skill. I'm just going to use this again. Wait, what am I doing? Ignition goes here.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? Better already. I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me.
Wait, what?
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is?
No, and I don't
Those
care.
our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead, and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Bocklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
come on. Not again. All right then. Who's first? You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward, history awaits.
Run like the wind. Really got himself into trouble this time. Still in one piece?
It would seem so. Once more I am in your debt, and once more you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
I think I'm gonna stop
knows his
after this.
business.
Maybe I'll do one MFG, I don't know.
Right.
Getting a bit
They
tired.
won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph.
I call it an early
And if he
night.
says there'll be no more
I'm
thieving,
trying to get
that's good
ahead
enough for
of
me.
this.
Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Did you end up doing P11 yet? Or did you just give up on it? I see, I see. Alright, let's just clear this area since I'm already here.
Fucking thieving bastards!
As if life hadn't been hard enough. And here since the fang fell.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness, or an entire city for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Right, I just need to go stomp some bandits, right? Let's go. Don't make this take longer than it has to.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal,
I hate it when the story
be possible to make them doubt their own.
This like really boring help the villagers
before presenting them with a third option.
It's just like enough.
And that would be
why are we doing all
our
these small
resources
things?
and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad.
The spear? I've
May
never
I
seen her use a
introduce
spear.
you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Oh, I'm ruined. My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would... I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
No women's vodka come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
Pretty good.
What do you think?
It doesn't raise the stagger bar
We
that
should
much.
hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay. That's that. Only 2 more things to do. Let's see what happened to Lost Wing. Yeah, they do.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
Oh, they still
Leave anything you
figuring
don't
it
need
out.
behind.
This evacuation's been going on for some time.
First we find Isabel.
Yeah, I think the way to go is not to go Bahamut mode, but to max this out. And actually, you know what? Do I have enough points to do it? Oh, not enough. Oh, nearly. What can I get rid of? Actually, charged magic is good. Ah, so short. Ah, screw it. Yeah, that's probably better for now. Then I'll switch I'll probably put easy.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts?
It's probably what I'll stick
Then
to. Got a two normal attacks, defense, crowd control, and then single beam. Yeah, and these still seem to be the most like useful three. Gap close, defense, blocking for those spammy guys, and then like grabbing for faster stagger. Because I feel like that's what I was missing against a lot of those enemies when I was using Bahamut. It's like I'm used to having my grab attack. Yeah, and being able to grab in there and pull myself into the sky as well is pretty nice. You know what, I'm going to switch back to the reduce cooldown. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna stop here. I probably won't play till tomorrow. I mean, I'm probably just gonna have dinner, watch something, and then go to bed. Try to get ahead of this whatever this is. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow. Must have picked something up when I went out yesterday. You know, I forgot to do this. I forgot to pick these up. The pre-order items. Could have had like a strong weapon right from the beginning. Oh yeah, for sure they're obsolete now, but
Won't stop them.
alright. Ively, good night. See you tomorrow.